Hello YouTube, I will have to take a day off from my projects and do some repair work on my car, and to make things a bit easier I bought a cheap cordless impact driver, and I never owned one before, and I searched around for different brands and eventually I decided to go for a Kimo from Amazon. And it wasn't the cheapest, but it was one of the cheapest. About 79 euros I think I paid, so somewhere between 75 and 85 US dollars. I think that somewhere in that range. And it came in this green box, and I actually already opened it up and had a quick look at it, and this box is very nice, easy to close, and feels like decent quality actually. So here we have it. I will put the camera on the tripod now. So let's take a quick look what we have in the box here. So first of all, it came with some instructions in German. And then we have some what looks to be pretty cheap bits included. These ones might be useful though. So we have number 12, number 10, number 8 and number 6 millimeters. So these ones might be useful. So let's take a look at the impact driver. And when picking it up, it feels just super nice in the hand. Perfect size for me. This is brushless here and brushless here as well. And I gotta mention that when I look at this one through the display on my phone that I'm making the recording with, this one looks very much like the Makita green color, but in reality when I look at it, aside from my phone display, this one looks much more like Hitachi green, or the green color that Hitachi uses for their screwdrivers. But yeah, let's insert a battery and see what will happen. So here we have it. Got some button here for checking battery status, and it's also something down here, speed, high, low, and I initially thought that this was the battery status. I didn't read text, but if I press here, it's then possible to press on this button to change the speed. However, it's not possible to change the speed if you haven't pressed the button recently, so that might be an annoying thing. So I'm gotta be a bit quick, since it goes into some kind of sleep mode in between almost. Yeah, but feels super nice and well balanced in the hand. Got a little bit of movement down here, which I don't like really. I don't know if you can see it, but this actually reduces the quality feeling a little bit. Small clip was included as well for fastening here, I think. Might be handy. I don't know the charging time, but or charge time, but 45 watt. This one was included as well. I don't know what it's for. Perhaps the green box here. Some kind of grease, I suspect. So here we have the impact driver lined up next to my other screwdrivers, and this is just for giving you an indication of the size of it. As you can see, it's pretty neat. We've got a 12 volt down to the left and a 12 volt to the right, and then my largest 18 volts here. And I would say that this is pretty much the perfect size. It's not really that much larger than a 12 volt, but probably much stronger. And I plan to remove some pretty stuck bolts from my car. So I bought a small little adapter. It looks like this, but for half an inch instead. So my plan is simply to try and loosen these bolts with help of this one. Insert a bit. Seems like when I have to pull out this one seems to be spring loaded, and then when pulling the bit back, this one snaps and locks in. And it got some wiggle room here, and this one isn't really designed for removing large bolts like this. However, I did own a impact wrench before, but I sold it to a friend since I never used it. I used it one time and then I sold it. And I think it will be pretty much the same scenario for this one. I will do one repair now, and that's why I bought it. And the reason I didn't go for an impact wrench was that I can actually have some use for this one for some other stuff, for some woodworking, and also here in the garage. So that's the plan. Found a short piece of 2x4 on Grandpa's shelf here, and 2 different kinds of screws. So I will be testing out with this one and this one. So let's start off with the Torx one. Seems to work just fine. But I don't know if this one, this bit holder here, will be able to handle that smaller shocks all the time. I think I will change over to my Vera. That's at least a quality brand. The medium setting. Yep. So let's try out these ones. I will attempt to screw one without drilling a hole first, and let's see how that goes. I will use this one here that was included. Did work, but it was very noisy, so I will have to put on some ear protection And it's pretty late, so hopefully my neighbors won't get super mad at me. I'll have to end this video soon. Let's try and shift to the low setting. There we have it. A final test with a pre-drilled hole. And then go for the high speed setting. Went a bit slower actually. I won't do more screwing for now. Next test will be trying to remove a stock bolt from the car end. Alright, so let's see if the Kimo can remove a wheel bolt. Nope. So that was a bit of a disappointment, but I removed the lug nuts by hand and then I tightened them again to the proper torque, and the Kimo couldn't do it then either. However, I successfully removed a small one here. Alright, hope you find this video helpful. Good to have some proof on YouTube what it can't do and what it can do. So that will be it for this time. I will be back again soon with some CNC and more machining type of videos. See ya, take care, and very welcome to subscribe if you like the content on my channel.